Happy Halloween, Sagittarius. For any witchy friends I may have out there, happy Samhain, this is for witches. This is, or pagans alike. This is the new year. Okay, so I decided to do a reading for that, Sag. Yes, to give you a little hope for the upcoming year. I appreciate all of the really sweet and kind comments. Thank you so much. I'm glad that, people are picking up what I'm putting down. Okay. Sagittarius. I did this spread for myself this morning, and I have to say, that I showed up as the Phoenix and ended up as the Empress, y'all. So, no joke. I really feel like this is going to be a big year for Sagittarius. So, some activities, even if you don't, you don't have to be a witch to enjoy it, right? Spend some time in nature, collect some things out there in the world. I know it's hard because it's cold today, right? But also, you can do all kinds of things. As far as journaling goes, write about everything that you've achieved. And certainly, we are manifesting again. So, write about your wishes for the upcoming year, your ideas, all of the things. I also do a manifestation box, which is I write my wishes down on little pieces of paper and put it in a box. And put it in a box. So, yeah, I mean, it's also, of course, is a good day for protection. So wear your black tourmaline if you got it. And also, one thing I saw that I thought was really sweet was putting a candle in the window for lost spirits. So there's all kinds of ways that you can celebrate aside from trick-or-treating. And for those who are, going to Halloween parties or whatever, be careful, y'all. Be careful. So let's get to it. So this is really going to be covering the year from now till October next year, right? These are just general themes, but it's also a time for really communing with ancestors and spirit guides and praying and all of the things. I also celebrate the Day of the Dead, and I have found it. I got the idea from my best friend who is Hispanic, and that is what they celebrate. And that is really just a day to celebrate the dead. I put up a whole altar for my personal ancestors. My mother passed a few years ago, and it is a night that we spend together. That's right. And I think a brilliant way to celebrate that is to, write about good memories of your ancestors and your relatives who have passed, and showing respect and all of that. So let's get to it. Enough talking. So the overall energy is the Camel Boy and the Fire Prince. So definitely showing up in your energy, Sagittarius. And it is like being optimistic about the future and about movement forward. Now, the Camel Boy is about small steps, and I'm seeing a lot happening in terms of collaboration. It has been showing up in the readings. No more lone wolf energy for you, Sag. This is about working together with others, right? And really, you are also learning how to ask for help, but also accept help. Okay, which is something Sagittarius isn't super good at. But you're taking small steps in that direction. You're definitely taking small steps towards the future and moving differently, like definitely moving in a way where you're working more with others. So I actually love that energy, and being really optimistic. And the energy that you're calling in is victory. Yes, yes, yes. I shall celebrate and I shall rise. I will let victory make me wise. And, on the bottom, this is bringing in joy and creativity. I love this because I got the Phoenix. So definitely we are winning this year, Sag. There's just no two ways about that. But we're not winning alone. We're winning with others, which is really nice. So the overall energy on the bottom is the Four of Pentacles, right? This is foundational. This is building your foundation, maybe building a new foundation, right? I love this energy. For real, I do. You will be learning a lot. And I feel like what you're learning to do here, and this is what you will see, okay? Page of Swords. Page of Swords with the Hangman. I do really feel as if the mindset is totally changing towards surrender. You are trusting the universe. You're learning how to do that. You're learning how to let go of control. You're learning how to, you're definitely not micromanaging. You're taking a step back from that. You're learning how to let go, let God, however you choose to look at this, but you're flowing in a completely different state of mind for the upcoming year. You're more about learning than doing, if that makes sense to you. What's going to see you is that people are really going to be noticing you creatively. You're going to find that with the Three of Cups and the Page of Cups, wow, you are attracting supportive people. And people who want to support you. And they also want to support your new ideas, and they want to do them with you. It is basically what the Three of Cups is telling you. So I love this energy. Wow. Like, this is crazy. A message you'll receive is, the Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Very interesting. Okay. There is a lot. I do feel as if there's money coming in. I do feel like your spirit guides are telling you it's okay to receive, right? It doesn't make you any less independent. It doesn't make you any less your own person. But I also got the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like this is a big lesson for Sagittarius. This is bringing in balance. And you're also like, you're giving from a place of power, okay? Because the Queen of Wands, if you're a fire sign, the Queen of Wands is our power. You're going to be learning a lot in terms of how you give and receive, right? So there's going to be like equity in your relationships, okay? Because you are not going to just blindly give to everyone, which is what Sagittarius does. We overgive, we give too much. But there's going to be like this energy of where, sometimes when we give a lot to other people, we complain that we don't get the same back. But you have to ask yourself the question is, are you allowing that? Are you allowing other people to give to you? And I feel like that is what you're learning. You're learning how you're creating equity here. So yes, you're still giving because you are moving more in the energy of circulation, which means that what I give, I receive. And, even knowing that I feel like you're not going to be so mad about giving to other people when you start to understand that it always comes back. It may not come back from those people, Sag, but it will come back from somewhere. And there's a sense that you're starting to get on board with that. And so you are going to be receiving from others. And I feel like this, since this is in Pentacles, this too will have something to do with your money balancing out. Like you're receiving as much as you're giving here. So that could have to do with your finances balancing out, all of the things, right? And this is what your spirit guides are trying to tell you. Move more in the energy of circulation. Okay. A lesson you're learning is that the Fool and Strength reversed. It's it's about how you maybe have allowed like obstacles and challenges to stand in the way of new beginnings and forging forward, taking risks. And we've seen this move through Sagittarius for months, right? You're learning how not to let that get in your way. Just because there are obstacles, it doesn't mean that I'm not taking a chance here. I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to take a chance. So that is really magical. What's on the bottom is the Eight of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, the Ten of Cups, the Knight of Cups. That's really interesting. There's definitely a sense of putting a lot of effort into love. Okay? Into showing up for love, into believing in love. It's really interesting because I saw this manifestation technique last night on TikTok where, people say that love never works out. I never find what I want in love, blah, blah, blah. But they're telling you if you choose to look for evidence of what you want, you will always find it. And when you see the evidence of what you want, say you're out, you really want love, right? You're out there, you see a couple that's very loving to each other, or someone treats you with love. Like say someone pays attention to you or pays you a compliment or gives you a gift. You're supposed to say, thank you, more please. And if you see something in others that you would like for yourself, you can always, I love this other one that says, that's for me. I mean, it's so simple, y'all. It's so simple. So there's a sense of you putting a lot of effort into relationships in the upcoming year, right? And romance, to be quite honest, because we're seeing the Knight of Cups. And that may have to do, too, with how it's a sense of, what, I'm going to focus on my relationships, too. I'm going to focus on showing up in a loving way in my relationships, and they will show up in a loving way for me. Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. And the High Priestess. So there should have been, if you're still experiencing stagnation, of course we all are, right? You are supposed to be listening to your intuition because there's going to be information telling you about the pivot. Now, the pivot means a change in direction, a new step. And it's really thinking about, with the Knight of Pentacles, that's about your path. That's about the process. What small changes can you make to the process? Maybe you're asking others for advice with this, to be honest, because look, we see the Camel Boy, right? Two of Cups, the World, and the Death card. There are some relationships for you that are going to be changing, okay? That are going to be more aligned with you. This could be talking about friendship. This could be talking about love. Could be talking about any of the relationships in your life. Some are going to end, and the ones that are going to end are going to be the ones that aren't changing. And especially with the Seven of Wands and Justice being here, the ones that aren't aligned with what your truth is. So in order for that to happen, sometimes we got to spend a little time thinking about what that is. What is your truth, Sagittarius? This is for the individual. We don't have one universal truth. And people don't talk about that when they talk about writing their list of standards. What is your truth? Okay? What is your truth? I think that a really good way to do it is what Brene Brown had said, and that was to list 3 qualities that are the most important to you, in you, for you. Meaning the 3 things that are most important to you and how you're meeting it yourself, and in others. So, for instance, the 3 qualities that are most important to me are authenticity, growth, and accountability. And so I do acknowledge and expect that from myself, and I also expect that from others. We can't expect it from others if we don't expect it from ourselves. So let's get some final words, Sag, before I lecture you even more. Oh, let's get some final words for Sagittarius. I hope you enjoyed this reading. This was something a little different. Yeah. So what are the final words for Sagittarius? And really pay attention to your dreams, and the intuitive hits that you get, like for real, write them down. Write them down. So what are some final words for Sagittarius? Final words for Sagittarius. Page of Wands reversed. Jeez. Final words for Sagittarius. Oh my gosh. Look, the Empress. Now, the Page of Wands reversed for me is kind of impulsive, immature behavior, right? I mean, it's really telling you to pay attention to, also with the Page of Wands upright, we're ready for new adventure, right? So there may be details that come out for you about what it is that you want. The Queen of Swords is asking you to be logical. Okay, be logical about what you can do, right? But also this for me is really saying, think about what you do, before you do it, and really get in tune with what it is you want to grow here. Oh, 10 of Cups. And the 2 of Swords. And who is coming with you, Sag? Who's coming with you? And especially if don't let just emotion write your checks, right? Because with the 2 of Swords, that is like what we don't see, so be very clear on who is going with you, Sag. See people clearly. Don't, just move out of emotion. Oh, King of Swords. Wow. King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. That's interesting. You are so much being asked to be logical and to think things out before you do them. Yeah, and definitely don't get in your head too much about past pain or past heartbreak. Be more about healing. If you are in separation from someone, there could be some healing. There could be some healing. Definitely if this person acted the fool with the Page of Wands reversed. Especially so. But I feel like this is asking you to be a lot more discerning, a lot more logical going forward when it comes to the people around you. Because people are really watching what you do. Look at this. 3 of Cups, 6 of Wands, and the 7 of Cups. The Devil, the Chariot. Yeah, you're really thinking about the people around you. You really are. Because you want to feel joy. So you're really figuring out who's for you and who is toxic to you, who you have to move on from. Wowza, Sagittarius. Gosh, that's crazy. That is going to be so beautiful. So let's see what would help Sagittarius. What is the message from the angels? I know, on Halloween, but still. I love these cards. What is Sagittarius's message? And I kind of love that the Queen of Swords is showing up for Sag so much. Because it kind of shows we're not just jumping into things. We're getting all the facts before we do that. So Sagittarius, oh, right quick. There's nothing to worry about. You are safe and this situation is under perfect control of divine providence and universal order. Only infuse loving thoughts and emotions into the situation to ensure the highest possible outcome flows effortlessly to and through you, Sagittarius. So that's what I have for you. Happy Halloween.